Right, hello everyone, welcome to what is a new video. Today we are talking about every club is transfer. Oh, I fucked it up already. We're talking about every club is best transfer in the Premier League. And transfers are very subjective. It's very difficult to see from another club's or another fan's perspective. Another club, I'm a Chelsea fan. We all see transfers in different ways. For me, it's always down to value for money. I think that's the most important thing when signing a player. If the player doesn't bring what you signed him for, then he's not good enough and he's not a good signing. So we're going to start with Arsenal. I think it's straightforward for Arsenal. I think Thomas Partey is their best signing. I think he's a world-class CDM and I think any club will be happy to have him. Looks like Arsenal are going to be a bit of a threat this season. They could manage top four. If we move on to Aston Villa, I think Ollie Watkins. Aston Villa just weren't scoring goals, let's be honest. He's scoring the goals for him now. 3 against Liverpool. Good transfer window for Villa. Will be interesting to see where they finish this season. Could be top half. Brighton haven't really brought in anyone. Veltman is their best sign in my opinion. He's the best value for money. They got him for 900k. His price on transfer market, or his market price, is 7 million. So if you look at it that way, I think Veltman was the best signing, but Brighton really haven't strengthened. That could cost them this season. They could get relegated. And then you have Burnley. They've brought in no one. Dale Stevens is the only player they've brought in. And if I'm going to be honest, I think Burnley's best signing that they've made in this transfer window is Sean Dyche. It's Sean Dyche. Without him, Burnley would have been relegated 4 seasons ago. So the fact they got him on another year gives Burnley every last hope of staying up in the Premier League. They've outstayed their welcome in my opinion. My club, Chelsea. Listen, I was arguing this to myself in my own head, of course. I was thinking Thiago Silva and I was thinking Mendy even, because they've added so much at the back. In terms of value for money, it's got to be Timo Werner. I mean, his release clause was quite low. His market price 60 million, we got him for 45, so good business in my opinion, and I think that's our signing of the summer. Palace, there's only one winner here. It's got to be Eze. He looks fabulous. He looks like a great player. Him and Zaha linking up. The defence are going to have nightmares about them because they're so skillful in possession. Eze looks good already. He looks adapted to the Premier League already. If we look at Everton, James. It's got to be James. To go from Real Madrid to Bayern Munich to Everton is some jump, and I think Everton have done ridiculously well to even get him to play for Everton. He's already scored about 4 goals this season, so it looks for all the world that James could end up being a nominee for Player of the Year at Everton, especially when they're top of the league. They're top of the league. We move on, we've got Fulham. They're going to get relegated, let's be honest. I'd be baffled if they didn't get relegated, but Scott Parker has brought in Ruben Loftus-Cheek from Chelsea, and obviously there's an element of bias to this. People will be like, oh, Loftus-Cheek, he's muck. He's the next Jesse Lingard, and maybe, but from what I've seen of him before his injury, I have enough faith in him that he will do well at Fulham. He's fully fit now. He should be getting back to those levels he was at. We could see the best out of Loftus-Cheek in a few months. He just might dig them out of trouble. Leeds have made some brilliant signings this transfer window. You look at value for money, I think Rodrigo is a very good buy. I think he is, but Meslier, what a player he looks in goal. 5 million. Kepa cost 68 million more than this man Meslier, and what a bargain he could turn out to be. Only 20 years old as well. In my opinion, that's their best signing, 100%. Leicester haven't really brought in anyone. The only person I can really go for here is Castagna, because he's replaced Chilwell. I don't really know of the other players they've brought in. I think they've done all their work in the previous transfer window, so yeah, I'm just going to go for Castagna. Fuck it. Moving on, we've got Liverpool now. What a sign this man is. Thiago Alcantara. Liverpool fans are going to be chuffed. When he recovers from coronavirus, Liverpool fans will be chuffed. 45 million market price. They got him for 20 or 19. What a bargain. He's a Champions League winner. He ran the Bayern Munich midfield. You can almost tick him off and say he's going to be a success because he's that good. For Man City, I've gone for Ferran Torres, purely on the basis that his market price is quite high and he only costs 20 million. I don't know much about him. I don't know much about the centre back they bought. Seemed like a bit of a panic buy, if I'm honest. Never heard of the bloke. He could have got Koulibaly, but he didn't. Man United, Alex Telles, 100%. This man, his contract ran out. They got him for 13 million. And I think he'll be a big upgrade on Luke Shaw. I know some United fans like Luke Shaw a lot. I think Luke Shaw is a bit of a barrel, to be honest. Alex Telles, I think Cavani would be a good signing. I know a lot of United fans shit on Ed Woodward, and I get it. Definitely right wing. They needed someone. They needed Sancho, and they didn't get him. And that's what United fans are pissed off about. He's hyped up as your transfer target for months and months and months, and you don't get him. It must be very frustrating. Newcastle, Callum Wilson. Steve Bruce is chuffed with this man. I'd be chuffed with him too. He's burying goals already. Newcastle look decent this season, and they've brought in Fraser, they brought in Hendrick, and they look to be gelling as a team quite well. Sam Maximan is a great player as well for them. Sheffield, I've gone for Ryan Brewster. I think he'll be quite good at Sheffield. Maybe Brewster could add the goals, because I think that's really what they're lacking at the moment. For Southampton, I've gone for Theo Walcott. Don't really know anyone that Southampton have signed, and I think, you know, Theo Walcott is returning to his old club. His career is on the decline. Maybe, just maybe, he can use that magic to pick it back up, and I'm backing him to do it. You know, it's a bold call, because Theo Walcott, you think, oh, he's dead food, he's done. But I'll look for him to get a 10-goal season this season. Another player returning to his old club, Gareth Bale at Spurs. I thought he was world class at Madrid for the times he played. I just didn't think he deserved the hate. I don't blame him for going off and playing golf every week. I wouldn't want to play for a team that doesn't want me there. He's coming back to Spurs, a team that he loves. I expect him to do well. West Brom has to be Matías Pereira so far. 8 million, decent for the money. And every time I've seen him on the ball, he's looked good. West Ham look to be getting Said Benrahma, and that would be huge for them. This player is magical. He's going to add goals, he's going to add assists, he's got pace, he's got skill. West Ham have a player for sure. Wolves, I've gone for Nelson Semedo. I know this is harsh on Matt Doherty, but I think he's a bit of an upgrade. He's got the Champions League experience, he's got the Portuguese citizenship as well, which just, you're a Wolves player if you have that. But I think out of all of Wolves signings, he has to be the best one. And that's it. That's all 20 Premier League clubs. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a like if you did. Let me know if you want to see more stuff like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.